You're on.
Hello, everybody. What's going on, guys? We got to talk about this. First, I want to say to you guys, we lost a great one.
You be
We
lying over here.
we have lost a brave soul in this chapter. We have lost.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face. He was kidding too much. You were kidding too much.
I'm sorry, I couldn't say it with a straight face. Yo, this nigga took a hard L, bro. Oh my god. Yo, I've never seen nobody take a harder L in my life, bro. Never. Never.
Dude, that was in the One Piece verse, he got bodied.
Literally, yo. All right. Sorry, guys. I had a whole monologue and I can't do it, bro.
Is this your king?
Dude, it's funny too because he got bodied harder than Luffy did against Kaido the first time.
Oh my
god! Because at least Luffy, even though Luffy didn't hurt Kaido the first time, at least he got some hits in.
Yeah.
He did something.
Made him go back to dragon form. From regular form, for God's sake. Yo, this man didn't do nothing, bro. He didn't do nothing.
Shake's
he
like
opportunity to do nothing yet.
Shake's like, something's coming. It's kind of an impressive feat.
Yo,
watch
his spider sense was tingling hard body, bro. He was like, nah, we gotta stop. Yo, oh my, all right, we gonna talk about it. Sorry, guys. Let me do
to the Shadow Realm with you.
He got banished to HFIL, bro. It is insane. He is down there with Zarbon.
Damn, he just went to a completely different
King
hell in a
Piccolo,
different universe. Holy
shit. Listen. The gravity of this hit was crazy because Shanks
shit was dude.
I don't even know what to. All right, I'm sorry. We should have did the introduction. I'm sorry, guys. This is the OP boys. How you guys doing? I'm here. We're back with Buggy D Happiness Clown. We're back with the Prophet. He's back
for the first time in a while.
First time in a while. Like it's been a while since all three of us got together. Like, yeah, it's crazy. And we're gonna be talking about this chapter because this chapter
was hilarious.
Hilarious. It was epic as hell, but it was hilarious. And guys, if you love us, smash that like button for us, smash that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. Comment down below as well. All right. So let's get to it. Let's talk about this. Y'all want to
right. Your intro, I still can't stop. You tried so hard to keep a straight face, bro.
I really did. I don't hate Kid. It's just he ran his mouth so much to not amount to shit. You know what I'm saying?
He has a huge fan base, though. I'm surprised.
Where did they come from?
I don't even know.
I don't know because he's a trash character. I can't stand.
Exactly. I was like, what?
He has not won it. He's not won a single fight, not once that we know.
In his and he's out here picking off like other like villages, raising hell and all of this. As soon as he gets to somebody challenging, he falls. Like it's crazy. And what's wild is he has the most OP fruit in One Piece.
One of them.
One of them. And he should be like Magneto. Like, and he don't use it.
Basically, yeah. He should be Magneto.
Exactly. He should be levitating, bro. Out here just ripping the iron from everybody's body or something. Like he's not even doing that.
Yeah, he's got a pretty busted devil fruit. But he's even gotten conquerors haki. Yet
which we have never seen him do.
Yeah, he hasn't won a single fight. And I know for a lot of people out there that think, well, he beat Big Mom. I don't count 2v1 with him right now.
Yo, and that's what drives me crazy. Where did you see this? Where? Like it's like you said, Prophet. Yeah, I'm sorry. He had to fight Big Mom with Law. And Law did most of the damage. So I don't get where people are coming from saying this crap. It's like
and
crazy.
Realistically, if it was 1v1, Big Mom would have destroyed.
Oh yeah.
They were struggling. Law and Kid were struggling.
And he didn't even do anything to Kaido. That was the crazy part. Even Killer did something, did a little something.
But it is crazy to think about that. Regardless, though, Kid took quite a bit of a beating from Big Mom,
yes,
and yet he kept getting back up. I'll give him that. But Shanks, dude, one shot.
Yo, this is
one opportunity.
This is why Shanks is one of the strongest freaking people in OP, bro.
Shanks felt like Eminem. He's like, you have one shot, one opportunity.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I thought about this the other night. I didn't tell y'all. This was like Eminem versus Machine Gun Kelly, bro.
Oh God.
That's what this was. That's what this was.
Christ.
He said, "Nah, you want to play with the big boy, bro."
What a comparison.
I mean,
kids
now.
Well, to be fair,
he's now gonna be reconsidering his pirate life. Now he's gonna go do something else now.
To be fair, Eminem did kind of make Machine Gun Kelly go to pop.
Yeah,
it changed. He changed his whole genre.
I know we're off topic, but that's what happens when you come to that Eminem, bro. Be prepared.
Yeah, you gotta come strong, bro. If you're not gonna come strong, you're gonna get decimated, bro. There's a reason why he's called the Great for a reason, bro. And so was Shanks. Because Shanks was out here murking people with one blow, bro.
It's funny because I was talking to my wife about when we were listening to Godzilla yesterday by Eminem, and that part where at the end of the song where he's rapping so insane fast. I'm like, do you even breathe, bro?
Like, yo, you're like, I said, God damn, dude. Homie got the haki out here. Jesus. Yo. Shit. I mean, we're still talking about the chapter, but it's just like we gotta talk about this, bro. Shanks.
Let's start at the beginning.
You want to start at the beginning and work our way there? All right, let's do that. Let me pull out my thing too. Hold on a second.
Because there's stuff going on in Egghead before we went to
This is true. This is true.
Speaking of which, can I ask you guys a quick question?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. For all the viewers out there, the three of us have already talked about it, but I'm curious what you guys think. Arguably, I think Egghead Island is next to Whole Cake the best arc after post-time skip. I agree with that.
I like
the three of us have talked about that.
I like Wano more than Whole Cake though.
In my opinion, I think Whole Cake and Egghead Island are the best. In my opinion.
You know what? I gotta disagree with that. I actually prefer Whole Cake over Wano.
Oh, so you agree with me?
To a certain degree. Yeah, to a certain degree, because I like that. Well, the Luffy versus Katakuri fight. That's hands down one of the best fights in One Piece for me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like the Let me say this. I didn't like the beginning of it that much in Whole Cake, but it had a strong end to me.
What do you guys think is the best post time skip? I think Egghead is really up there.
Egghead.
It's
got to be Egghead.
Egghead.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. This arc, I can't wait for it to be animated. I can't wait for it to be animated.
Because, and it's like you said, and I feel like one of the reasons is for the first time in a minute, we didn't get a skip fight. We actually saw one of these side fights actually happen. We didn't see Blackbeard yet, but we saw Kid versus Shanks.
But Blackbeard is on the horizon. He is on the horizon.
And by the way, I was right and you guys were wrong. Because I said that one of them, Oda's actually going to show the actual fight.
You did say that. Yes, you did. Yes.
And then you said, that he always walks away.
Because he usually does. He does. That's what I'm saying. That's what I loved about this Egghead thing. I don't know what's going on now. Like it's crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like
it's always something different every time.
Yeah, it is. Like I thought we were gonna get a skip fight of both of them. I didn't even think we were gonna get one of them, which is crazy.
I'm so glad he did though.
Yeah, I'm glad they did, even though it was like
do not bring Kid back to life. Let someone die for once.
I don't know if he's dead though. I don't think they confirmed he was
dead. They sunk the ships in the water.
Like once a pirate's ship is completely underwater, that's
done
for. Yeah.
Froggy and Doggy.
Yo, we gonna get to that. That is the most savage shit I've seen somebody do. Not only do you know what, we're not even gonna talk. All right. You know what? Buggy, let's start with the first couple of pages before we start. Okay.
Okay. So
My
the
bad.
first, no, you're good. So we start off with the chapter with York's plan of how she ended up doing all this behind the scenes.
Yeah, that was well. How do you guys feel about that? Like,
You're talking about
York is the
Stella?
one that planned everything. Yeah, York. The big one.
Yeah, Stella.
Yeah, the trader, basically. Like, how do y'all feel like this is the person that like she actually planned everything? Basically,
It's crazy that she wants to be a celestial dragon. I'm really curious as to why.
It like
I am
like I
too.
said before, it makes sense because she's supposed to be the greed slash gluttony of the Vegapunks.
Yeah, but
Which
why
is true.
specifically a celestial dragon though?
Right. I got
Because
that question too.
I guess she saw how they lived when Vegapunk went to go see the Gorosei.
True.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. But still, like, I just figure like that's just kind of random. Like, why specifically? Why not just say the Gorosei? Because they like behind the scenes, basically. But
Yeah.
I guess she wants to be like treated like royalty instead of just another Stella. I guess I don't know.
She also wants to be the only Vegapunk.
Right, which just comes to that greed thing, which that's pretty cool, honestly. But I find it surprising, like we only get that like literally the first page or two of the chapter, because after that, that's when we get to the meaty stuff.
But I was a little disappointed that it was Vegapunk, to be honest. That was one thing I was kind of disappointed on because it was very predictable. We talked about how we thought one of the Vegapunk personalities was the traitor. We did talk about that.
Actually, I was hoping it was like a Dofi Seraphim. That's what I was really hoping for.
But that'd be crazy. But
I know that would have been freaking hype.
But we talked about it on the over Messenger. We did talk about that most likely the traitor would be Vegapunk.
Yes. But still, I would have rather, a Seraphim, like a Dofi Seraphim, just of its own mind, which would have been pretty dope. I feel like
Sanji's over here busting though. I'll be honest, Sanji over here busting in this chapter.
Yo,
getting hit by Jinbei. He's like, what?
Yo, his simp powers is strong. This one. He like, nah, you're not gonna touch Nami, bro. You get in these hands, bro. Full Super Saiyan form. Crazy. But yeah, so like I said, that was a short couple of pages when we dealing with the Stella. So now we getting into the actual event.
Well,
Shanks versus Kid and his versus Kid.
Before we get there.
Yes.
York told S Snake to go to a certain lab area that she does not want her to damage, and we don't get any information on what that is.
Oh, she did?
She goes, and one more thing, there's an area of the lab that I don't want you to damage. And we don't get an explanation of what it is.
Buggy,
do you think it's Kuma's?
I don't know. It could be anything else.
I don't see you, Buggy. Where are you at?
I have the camera off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's weird.
We don't know exactly. We don't know exactly.
Finally.
Yeah, what she said. We got to see as we said before, a certain somebody's around Egghead.
Oh.
Now, my thing is it's definitely not Blackbeard. It's
right.
It's probably Lafitte. I don't know why I want to say Lafitte. Or maybe somebody else, or maybe the 10th Titanic captain.
I forgot. Who's that?
We don't know yet.
Very interesting.
Oda hasn't showed us in the story who the 10th captain is for Blackbeard.
I'm still waiting for Kizaru to show up.
Yeah, me too. I definitely want to see them, and I don't know, because I definitely want to see them and the Navy fleet roll up, like, because apparently something is going to happen in the next couple of chapters that's going to shock the One Piece world, as they said last chapter, but we don't know what that is.
And the fact that Blackbeard is here now too, or one of
Right.
Blackbeard's crew, like it's just gonna escalate things even more.
For real, bro. Like that's why I said that's why we all agree that Egghead is one of the best arcs right now in post time skip
If
because we don't know what's going on. Like
if I remember before we got to Egghead, we got to see what Buggy was up to, right?
yeah, I know he's doing the cross skill, right?
So from everything since post Wano, it has been minus like what 2 chapters that have been like okay.
Yeah.
Oda's been consistent with these chapters.
Yeah, he has. He definitely has. Oh, I'm sorry, Prophet, were you gonna say something?
Honestly, I was gonna say with what Buggy said.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably, right now, since Wano ended, um, he's been killing it. Just like outside of Oda killing it, also Black Clover has been killing it.
Yo, for real, for real, for
Both
real.
of them have fire. And
Yo, yo.
I think this is the best. I think this is the best One Piece has ever been. Truth, I really do.
I think so too. I mean, this is us coming out of Wano, which was like I think it was one of the longest arcs, I think. Or is it
Yeah.
Dressrosa?
No,
It's Wano.
it's
Dressrosa's
Wano.
number
It's
two.
definitely Wano.
Yeah.
Okay, got you, got you. Yeah, so I'm very excited about this. And to say that, so we go back to Elbaf, right? And we find out that Shanks actually has what Luffy has. He has like his own little fleet. But we find out they're not strong. They're
They're weak.
actually very, very weak. And the only reason they even joined up with Shanks is because it's for protection, which I feel like that's kind of crazy that he's even doing this. Like, why do
I
you guys think he
mean,
even did this? Honestly.
Well, they say that he's got the most balanced crew.
yeah.
Right. Right. But still,
Well,
I mean,
his
yeah,
crew,
go ahead.
yeah, but his fleet, not so much.
Right. Because I mean, I'm looking at it now. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 8 ships right now against his only ship, which is crazy. Crazy. And
Well, I
again,
mean, with
these
the
are not
kind
even
of power
powerful people.
Shanks just released, I mean, do you really need another ship?
I mean, yeah, yeah, but well, here's the thing. My thing too. It has he always rolled with them, because we never seen these people until this chapter. So, and then on top of that, what was the reason for this fleet being here? I literally just thought about that just now.
I think it's a
I,
Blackbeard. I'm calling
Okay.
it. I think it's because of Blackbeard. I've said this
Mm.
before many times. Every single time Blackbeard makes a move, Shanks does the same. Every single
Right.
time.
We talked about that in the chat. We talked about
I
that.
think it was just them wanting to meet Shanks, honestly, because they had never met him before.
Oh, really? I thought they had.
No, I remember in like one of the previous chapters, like, oh, we never got to meet him before. This is the first time meeting him.
Ah, okay. But even still, though, how do they find him? I mean, did he give I forgot the paper thing.
Favorite
Uh,
card.
the Vivi card. I mean, do they have a Vivi card? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did they find him? Like, did he tell them to meet him at Elbath? Like, because I know Shanks said in the chapter, like, he was just passing through. He didn't mean to
Mm-hmm.
stay this long, but
Yeah.
still, like, how did they like catch up together? Like, what is the purpose of them even being together right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so aside from that, so Shanks is like, all right, listen, everybody chill out, just stand by. I'm gonna take care of it. And we get this interesting dialogue between Shanks' crewmates and Shanks, especially Usopp. I mean Usopp. Yasop.
Usopp showing up
I said
here.
Usopp. Yeah,
Hey, Daddy.
so he shows up and Shanks asks like, "Yo, have they healed up since Wano?" Because I thought that was funny because he's like, "All right, like I need to see if he's like 100 HP before I decimate him. I just want to make sure he's okay." Hey, Yasub is like, "Yeah, he's good to go. I mean, you cut loose. You know what I mean?" So guys, let me ask y'all something. Are we surprised that this happened?
No.
No, not really. Because the only thing that surprises me, because we talked about how we knew Kid was gonna get folded. We talked about that.
Yes, we did. But
But at the
I didn't
same
think this
time,
bad.
well, here's the thing about it. It does make sense why he got one shotted, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Because I mean, like I said, he barely handled Big Mom, and he only got a ring out.
Right. With law, mind you.
Yeah, and that's with law. And then at the same time, sure, he kept getting back up from Big Mom, but Big Mom never used her ability to get stronger and stronger and stronger. She could have
Right.
took 10, 15 years off her life, and then she would have killed them both.
Exactly. And I think that's the thing with Big Mom. Like, I think the biggest thing with her is that she underestimates her opponents severely.
All
Like
the
she
time.
doesn't, yeah. Like, and that was part of her downfall. A lot of
But
her downfall.
Big Mom has stated that, and we've seen it from Kaido. Big Mom has stated that she's afraid of Shanks, and at the same time, Kaido doesn't consider Big Mom as one of the legendary fighters for him. So, because he showed Whitebeard, Rocks, Roger,
Right.
Shanks, and Odin, and now
that
Luffy,
was it.
and now
And
he's thinking Luffy. Yeah, and
Right.
was it Shiki?
Was it Shiki?
Yeah, Shiki was in there too.
Was he?
Well, I don't remember
that.
him. I don't remember him being in there. I thought
Yeah,
it was
I don't remember
Roger,
that.
Whitebeard, Odin, Shanks,
It's Zebek.
and yeah, Exabek. Yeah, that was all I remember.
I might be
Shiki
wrong.
was-
Who knows?
I mean,
Well, either way-
yeah, we'll double check.
Either way, though, Big Mom we know for sure wasn't in there, and
Yeah.
yet that kid kept getting back up several times, which was impressive.
Right.
But she could have ended them easily if she just gave up more of her life
At any time.
At any time.
And she decided to give a little bit of power when Kid and Law did their awakenings for the first time.
But that's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Mom.
Like
Right.
it doesn't surprise me that he got one shot by Shanks. The fact that Big Mom fears Shanks.
Okay, I was wrong. No Shiki.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I know I didn't see Shiki there because I would have been mad hype if he was
Roger, Whitebeard, Shanks, Odin, and Zebek.
Okay, so we were right.
Right.
But yeah, like at the end of the day, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, the fact that Big Mom is afraid of Shanks and Kaido respects Shanks.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what was Kid gonna do?
I
can't believe that him and his crew got one shotted though. I was surprised he got one
I was
shot.
about to bring
I
that
thought
up.
he was
I'm
at
sorry.
least gonna take like 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but were we gonna say something?
I'm curious of how that battle played out with Shanks and Kaido when they were stopping them going for.
Yeah, I wanted to see that, bro.
I think they'll probably show a flashback of that.
We weren't ready for that yet.
Nah,
we still need to know. I still want
to.
to see Akainu and Aokiji.
Yeah, I would like to see that in like a side movie or something.
Akainu can't do anything without the Goro say so. I'm stuck behind this chair again. God damn it!
Damn, I'm tired of this. I want to get out there in the field, boy. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's going to make him weaker.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he's not fighting.
This is true. I don't know. I see him still training though, but that is true. He's been behind the scenes this whole time, and he looks stressed as hell. Like you can tell he wants to.
What makes someone strong is consistency. If you're constantly fighting, you're gonna stay on par.
So I mean, so if Luffy and Akainu fight again, well, they didn't fight, but if they decide to fight, I mean, do you think that'll be like one of Akainu's weaknesses? Because sometimes, especially with Kaido.
To be honest, I think Luffy could be Akainu right now.
Really?
Truth, I do.
Oh.
I know that's surprising coming out of my mouth, but I think Luffy can take him.
Oh,
and here's my reason, and you guys can tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Okay.
One, we know Akainu cannot hurt Kaido. We've seen that because the Navy has captured Kaido several times, and no one's ever been able to hurt him besides Odin.
True.
And now Luffy.
True.
Number two, I mean, if Akainu really wanted to take down Kaido, he could have done this the whole time. If he's really that strong, why didn't he go after Kaido?
I agree. The fact that they waited till Kaido was going, they infiltrated Wano, right?
Yeah,
because they couldn't infiltrate Wano until he was gone. That's when they had sent Green Bull down there to spy on him. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy to think about.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, based on the evidence that has been presented, they were afraid of Kaido.
What are you in a courtroom now, bro?
No, I don't think Luffy would lose to Akainu. I don't think Luffy would lose to Akainu. And if he does it would be a close fight.
It would. I'm just not sure about that personally because with a lot of fights, Luffy's weakness is usually like his lack of experience, which he has more experience now compared to pre Wano. But still, I don't know. I don't know. I have to see him fight Kizaru for me to really see if he's on that level. Because he was able to fight Lucci with no problem.
Because
No,
He
yeah,
almost ate Lucci.
right,
we're
right.
we're at the point where he needs to be facing admirals now.
I feel like that too. I feel like he needs to at least fight them off and not, be not too much of a problem, but able to do some damage. Like especially in this base form. I feel like we're at this point now of the story where he can do that. But we got Shanks on the other hand. We got Shanks, and this man is so powerful, bro. When
He
he
did Roger's
unleashed,
attack. He did Roger's attack.
he did Roger's attack. Homie,
Kamosai!
before he even pulled it out, bro. Everybody was like, what's the word? Was getting knocked out by his haki, bro. Before he even sheathed out the sword. I mean, I don't know, man.
Do you guys think he's surpassed? You think he's stronger than Roger?
That's the thing. We don't even know how strong Roger was back in the day.
That's a good question.
Let's see.
That is actually a good question, Brent. Honestly, in my opinion, I think he's on the same level, if not maybe a bit stronger. And we haven't seen Roger really. We haven't really seen how powerful really Roger is.
The only thing we ever really saw was him facing against Whitebeard.
Whitebeard, and they both were able to hit without clash without.
They fought for 3 days.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot who won that fight.
It was a tie.
It was a tie.
It was a tie. Okay. So still, and Shanks was able to do that with old Whitebeard. He was able to split the skies when they clashed with each other.
Yo, so Ty, remember how we were talking about where Shanks got his scar?
Yes.
In the very first chapter, this nigga has it.
Wait, what?
Because you remember how Blackbeard gave him that scar on his eye?
Yeah.
In
supposedly.
the very first chapter, he has it. Like when he left Fuchsia Village and came back, he has the scar.
So he fought Blackbeard before.
He fought Blackbeard at the very beginning of the series.
Well, we knew that they fought as kids. We knew that they fought as kids too.
Yeah, but the thing was, me and Ty were talking about the scar on his eye when he got it. And I'm seeing it right here from the very first chapter. He's got it.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And even and that just goes to show you, like, homie Shanks has been keeping an eye on Blackbeard. Now that you say that, Buggy, because on the chapter he asked about if there's any news on Blackbeard. So we know he's hunting him down.
He thought he was going to be at Wano. That's why he showed up to Wano.
Yeah, which is crazy. And if he was at Wano, do you think they would have fought each other?
For sure. Because I think Blackbeard is to continue the fight to get what he wants, and Shanks is to stop it.
I'm on the opposite of that.
Really?
I literally think Shanks is working with Blackbeard.
That doesn't make sense, honestly.
The reason why I'm saying that,
I mean,
is because think about it.
I don't know. I kind
of
I'm not even going.
Shanks should have ended If he wanted to kill Blackbeard, he should have did it when he was at his weakest, right at Marineford.
Shanks is not like that, though.
Yeah, but if you really think someone's such a threat, why did you let him keep on going?
That I agree with Brent about a little bit, because homie, it's based on what I said Kaido, based on what Shanks just did in this chapter, because he attacked Kid with extreme prejudice, bro. When his spider,
he didn't even care.
Yeah, when his spider sense went off and he saw all the shit, homie was like, "All right, bro, I need to tag you with extreme prejudice."
Yo, so
I was on one of the
One Piece I think it was on Facebook pages, and somebody brought up the comparison from chapter 1 where somebody was pointing the gun at Shanks. He's saying, "Oh, I forgot what he says is that you're staking your life if you're pointing this gun at me." That's basically what he did to the kid. He annihilated him.
And yo, and
That,
he
but
said, if he don't fork up his roll piny glyphs, if he don't run them right now, I'm destroying this kid. And he did.
when it came down to it, I just when you think of war and when you think of enemy, this is a pirate world. Okay,
this is true.
Pirates do not fight fair. So if Blackbeard was already attacked by Whitebeard and just got the quake fruit during Marineford, if you really were wanting to take down Blackbeard, why did you allow him to get stronger and healed up? I would have took him out right then and there like he did Kid. Truth.
Yes, especially since he didn't have much time with the quake fruit too.
The thing is, Shanks we know is in a fight, he's gonna fight fair if you're healed, because he specifically asked him if they were healed.
Which is true.
But then why?
I don't see.
Then why meet Whitebeard? Why meet Whitebeard?
He met Whitebeard so Ace could stop chasing Blackbeard.
That was the whole reason for him to show up. He also warned Whitebeard of that Teach is a problem. If Teach is really a problem, then why didn't you join up with Whitebeard? Take him down.
Well, that was Whitebeard's problem to deal with, since that was quote unquote his son.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just think it's too shady that Shanks has no problem obliterating someone like Kid within a second. But then at the same time,
Kid was about to destroy some of his friends. That's why.
But Blackbeard attacked him too.
But at the same But at the same time too, we get a thing from the chapter where Shanks is reading about Kid, and he's like, he's from the South Blue,
West Blue,
and he did a lot. I'm sorry. Oh, really? Because I have the South. Okay, so he's from the Blue. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, no, you're right. South Blue. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm not saying you might have it. No, I thought you might have a different translation than me. That's why. But no, it's cool. Right, it's cool. But and he also said, he destroyed a lot of villages or places to get this far.
Yeah, because Kid, remember we talked about Kid hurts civilians as well.
Yeah, he was with extreme prejudice. He was like, I don't care as long as I get to where I need to get to. So Shanks might have not been cool with that. He was like, all right, bro, you don't care about civilians. I gotta take you out. And when Shanks had his spider sense, dude saw it. People getting cut up. Getting annihilated.
That observation haki, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it was weird. Like Luffy's observation, he actually has to try to use it during a fight. Shanks Shanks was just talking to his crew. He's like, oh, wait a minute.
Because I remember you gotta be calm to use it.
And it's like this dude is calm all the time.
I was gonna say Shanks is always cool, calm, and collected all the time.
Yeah, he's not angry. I mean,
it was like he rolled up. It was like he rolled up with the Byakugan. Because he was sitting there talking casually, and all of a sudden he's like, "Wait a minute."
Right, he's like, "Oh wait, my spider sense is tingling. What is going on?" And he's like, "Oh shit, okay, actually, I meant to bring this up too, The fact that he pulled up on Kids so fast, bro.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was just gonna bring that up.
Homie went.
That speed though, bro.
Instant transmission, bro. He's like, I was like, oh, and then you just see Kid's face like,
red haired.
What are you doing here?
And you know what's crazy about that? All the people that talk bad about Shanks or say he's weak, dude.
They need to shut up.
They just got shut up right then and there.
First of all,
shut the
He just
those of you ranking on Shanks,
3 billion.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, you got to get out the chat, bro, because this is insane, bro.
Dude, he took out a 3 billion bounty and his crew in one hit. Just like, what?
I'm glad you brought that up, Brent, because what else do you see? Killer is knocked out beside this dude,
He
and
tried.
he
He
tried
tried
to
to.
get him in and help.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
like, "Nah, Playboy, all of y'all are getting it low, bro." He got knocked out. Kid got knocked out. Didn't get back up. His crew
But
was
the
worried
crazy
about
thing
him.
about that, the thing about that though, it's crazy. Shanks' bounty is like 4 billion, roughly about 4 billion. And if you think about that statement, think of the difference between Shanks' about 4 billion bounty versus Kid's 3 billion, and he just bodied them in one hit. So bounty don't mean nothing. So for all those people out there that say bounty equates to
Yeah.
strength,
Bounty doesn't
you
mean
just
anything.
Yeah,
you
it
just
doesn't.
got
No,
proved
it doesn't.
wrong.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It
There's
really
a lot of
don't.
people that think bounty equates to strength, but you know
yeah,
what?
like power levels in Dragon Ball, right? Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
4 billion bounty and 3 billion is not much different. And
Right.
Kid just got single-handed slapped in the face.
Okay, but listen. So not only does that happen,
Sorry, buddy.
Dory and Buck, Shanks
Hakaku sovereignty.
destroyed this man's ship in its entirety, bro.
Isn't that Big Mom's attack too?
Yeah, the Giants
Yeah.
used that attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she did it with I said Bucky.
Napoleon.
He did it with
Napoleon.
Big Mom did it with Kaido, yes. But bro, not only did they give Shanks his polygriff, I mean, the low poneglyph, but they also destroyed this man's ship.
Oh yeah.
And now we see them sinking down to the shadow realm. They're going into the shadow realm, and then you see the title card. You got the announcer was saying like,
Yeah, the
this
narrator,
day,
like,
It's kind of funny too when
I
you
got-
think about it, because one chapter ago, I think it was 1 or 2 chapters ago, Shanks is like, this time you might lose more than your arm, you might lose your life. And dude,
hey, listen,
he
was
rolled up,
not
he's like,
playing.
you know what? He goes,
I
kidding
am not playing with you, bro. Yo, dude got hit so hard. They got destroyed so bad. The title card came, bro.
the narrator had to clarify on this day in the new world
Yeah,
by
go ahead,
Elbaf. The Kid Pirates, led by Captain Kidd, a man worth 3 billion, was completely eradicated. To me, they're done. That to me that says they're done.
If they're not dead, they're done. Like they're retired, bro.
Yeah, but we know Oda. I mean, he put the card on for Kaido.
See,
Kaido killed Luffy.
The other thing too is we don't know if Kid's crew is entirely based of Devil Fruit users.
If they are, they're very weak because not one of them stepped up to fight.
I really hope that they are actually done for good, because that scorecard that they did with Kaido and Luffy pissed me off. I'll be honest, that pissed me off.
They're done.
They should have never did the scorecard.
I mean, well, technically, Luffy did lose. I mean,
yeah,
Gear 5 Luffy's like a whole different entirety. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like that was one chapter later. That kind of took away. That took away the scorecard.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, because remember, Luffy technically did die. You know what I'm saying? And then Gear 5 came out. So I mean, I see what you're saying, but technically, Luffy did die, and Gear 5 Luffy came out, which is like, I guess, a whole nother entity. Maybe that's what Oda's saying. I don't know.
Well, either
honestly,
way,
I don't know what Oda's doing these days. Honestly,
if he's eradicated, keep him going.
To me, I took that.
I agree with that though. I agree.
To me, what you guys were talking about, I took that as Luffy died and Kaido was declared the victor, but Luffy jump started his heart, which is fine with me.
Nah, so he did a jump force, bro.
Whoa.
He did a jump force, bro. He's like, nah, so we're not done. I'm sorry, but what were you gonna say?
Just accumulate damage to activate the transformation.
No, wasn't we just talking about that?
Yeah, we were.
Have you ever played Jump Force?
Yeah, I have. I love Jump Force.
Oh, okay, got you. Because we was talking about this in the chat. I don't think you were awake. Because we were saying like we didn't
I also have J-Star. I also have J-Stars.
Oh, I love J-Stars, bro.
So much fun.
Oh, yeah. So we were saying that especially with Goku and Vegeta, the lower your health bar, the more like forms you can go into. Yeah, which was, I felt like it was stupid. I didn't like that. I felt like you could just go to any other form. You should be able to do that. That's the only thing I didn't really like about that game. Yeah. So, guys, before we get out of here, what are we rated this
9.
chapter?
I already knew what you were gonna ask.
Real quick, it's a 9. That's 9. Brent, what about you, bro?
I'm gonna give it a 9.5. 9.5. 9.5.
Ooh, I think I gotta say the same thing. I think
9.5.
You know what?
This whole chapter was just a showcase for Shanks, bro.
And I'm okay with that because they fucking ruined it with Red.
Yeah, they did.
That is true. That is true.
That is true. They didn't show nothing, basically.
It's funny because now I'm just thinking about that time where Katakuri is like, oh, he was using his. I was like, yes, I know. I also have observation haki.
Yes. Oh, and I'm glad you brought that up real quick before we go. I think it's prevalent to say that not only Shanks but Katakuri should really be in that level of one of the best haki users in the One Piece verse too, because Shanks can use Katakuri can use observation haki just like Shanks can.
But it looks like Shanks could look more into the future than Katakuri.
Yeah, that's the only difference. That's the only
Shanks was talking, having a casual conversation. You're like, okay, wait a minute. Like there was a big difference. Katakuri was actually in the state of battle.
This is true, but he's also able to maintain his calm though. Katakuri. Until he started getting really stressed because he was like, "Bro, you should have been down by now. I don't understand why you still alive." Other than that, yeah, bro. Oh my god, this was a great chapter. Honestly, I'm gonna give this a 10.
So 9, 9.5, and 10.
Yeah, 9, 9.5, and 10. Yeah, this was like the best chapter for me, bro. Because
do you think it's better than the Boruto?
Oh shit, that's right. They came out in the same week. I forgot.
They came out the same week. Do you think it's better than the Boruto?
I'm gonna have to take that back. I'm gonna take that 10 back. I'm gonna point to half a point
because because the Boruto and the One Piece, they came out
literally
very close.
The same week.
Very close.
Yeah. I just didn't understand why people were saying that chapter was the greatest of all One Piece entirety. Like I don't.
Hey, whoever said that, let me get what you're smoking.
Seriously.
So what do you think?
I don't want it.
One chapter is better than a whole entire series. Get the hell out of here.
Hell out of here.
Okay. So what do you think is better, the Boruto chapter or this One Piece chapter? Because they're both basically the same. Boruto though.
By a point though, like literally half a point. Honestly,
they're literally half a point. Both close.
Yeah, because I really did love this One Piece chapter, but that Boruto reveal
was hype. So hype.
Yeah, but you know what, guys? We're out of time. We're getting out of here, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. We'll be back next week. We're on break. So I'm sure we'll give y'all a little bit of something. We'll see.
Marvel Phase 2 video coming next week.
Yes. And then we're gonna do we gotta do Avatar too. We've been slacking on that.
I've been slacking on MCU because of the sleep schedule. I know.
Yeah,
I gotta get my sleep schedule right.
Yes,
I know.
Yes. And we got that My Hero Academia Smasher Pass coming up. We didn't forget. It's just hard trying to get together
with the age difference. That's the problem.
Well, there, guys, we're out of here. I'll see you guys later. Deuces. Be safe. Have a good one, y'all.